Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today we're going to have a look at the app Being. So Being is pretty much a little self-help app that delves into topics that you're interested in or that you're having trouble with. Now it is hard to explain without a bit more in-depth knowledge or even just a general look at the app. So let's just jump right into it, cut right to the chase. Okay, so here we are on our little home page of Being. So right from the get-go you can see a nice, clear, open interface. You've got your therapies up there or talk to a friend up the top, and you can scroll down and see some of the issues that they've got the things ready for you to be helped with. So I feel scared to be alone with my thoughts. I feel like a different person with my peers. The society around me has taught me to believe that menstruation, there's a whole lot of interesting topics and topics that aren't really widely covered by anything else. I was strongly criticised as a child, which makes me dislike myself. This one you can see takes about 6.5 minutes. Need for affection, family or hurt are some of the issues that it's going to deal with. So let's jump in and have a look at that. And you can see much more about what it's going to cover or the issues involved. And you get who is going to deliver the therapy. And you get a little bit of what's entailed in the therapy. So breathing, journal, and an affirmation. We'll start the session. Here it loads up, and we get out a bit of audio first.
Hello, welcome to your safe space. Words are powerful. They can light our children up from the inside out, or they can land on their shoulders like scratches. When criticism happens too often, those little scratches can develop into deep, festering wounds.
That's our audio bit, and you can see and you can read along with it as well. Now it is word for word on that. We'll go forward. And
when a child is constantly criticized, they can start to...
And up the top,
let's take a moment to acknowledge all that hurt.
How many little spaces there are before you do the next thing. So we'll go one more, and we tap here to breathe. And we've got 102 seconds left on this. And you can just follow those prompts. Once again, no vibration on this one, but I think you can turn that on if you really want to. And this one, I guess, because it tells you how long you've got left. You've got a little timer counting down there, which is quite good as well. Now, if we just go through that. Now, do you feel a little bit lighter now? And it just makes sure that you're okay with it and before it continues on. And at all times, you can go back. If you do need to breathe again, you can go back to that. Or if you paused it or whatever. You just saw it had 80 seconds left, which is where we left it off. So here we are with our little journal bit. Sit down with your thoughts and feelings, reflect upon the previous bit, blah, blah, blah. So note down your responses. So these aren't actually selectable here because they're little things to jog you. Like you're thrown into this thing like, what do I say? So I grew up associating love with success and pride. I was often told that anger and sadness were socially unacceptable feelings and I should suppress them. So here you can write whatever you need to in that space. Hi there, just for purpose sake. And we've got our little journal entry in there. So we can then continue on. And then we come to our second journal bit right here. Yes, please, send, down, and continue on. And our last little bit, you write 3 times to affirm. So today I choose me. I choose to create an atmosphere of peace and safety around me. I replace criticism, anger, and aggression that others may have sent my way with intention and positive thoughts and feelings. I love myself, I'm worthy of receiving. And I want you to write those down 3 times. And then we finish up our little therapy session. So we can mark that one as done. Do I feel better? Yes, I do. What did I love the most? The music, the heart touching, simple exercises, let's go that one. And submit my feedback. So it helps them develop more and more along the way as well. Because this is still a developing app. If we go into here, we contribute to Being. We can see that we can subscribe to the Premium Being, where you can access all the interactive meditations and habits, access all music and pieces of wisdom, that they've got new content available coming every single day, and world's top professionals. It's coming soon. Now the yearly plan, $20 a year, is pretty decent for the amount of stuff and whatever goes into this. Or the monthly plan of $3.79 a month, but we're not going to go into that today. Now they've got their Instagram, and where you can give them a bit of feedback. Now, even if it is just something here as well, I feel jealous of other people's lives. Here you get all your things again, who it's going to be read by, and your different bits of the session that you're going to have. So if we speed through this one, just as once again we breathe and reflect. So basically most of them come down to writing something, writing a reflection, writing a journal entry, writing your affirmations, which there's nothing wrong with at all. It's just that it is going to take a little bit of time. The little things there, about 6.5 minutes, depends on your typing speed and how much you're going to give to these exercises. So once again, fear showing the world who I am, journal, reflect, journal, love, all writing exercises. And most of them only take about, 6.5 minutes. There's one that 2.5 minutes, which is that's the shortest one I've seen so far, and so on and so forth. Now up here you've got where you can rate your experience with it. You can turn the music on. Or you've got all the music here. So you've got where you need to subscribe, obviously there, because they're all locked. Let's see if there's something unlocked. Here we are. And even if you turn the screen off, that music will continue. So you can just have that background music going. And it's quite nice music that they've got on there. And you can have that going as you're going through your processes as well. So there's your music. Now you've got all your different little things to select in that as well. So nature, morning, evening, and then you can talk. So here, if you really need help or you're struggling, you can send a little message to someone else as well, which is quite nice. But if we get back to our therapy, and that's our talk to a friend bit there as well. So it's up the top there and down the bottom. So if you do really need it and you need to get to it quickly, to ask something urgently, you can get into it. And then a little search button there as well for, let's just say hate. See if that brings up anything. Yeah. It'll bring up different things for you. But there is so much content on here already. If you are struggling with stuff, or you need something to journal and take you through a process, this app is actually going to be pretty good for it. Now, one of the cons with that is that there's probably going to be a little bit too much. So it is easy to get lost, so that search button is going to be very useful. But then you've got to know exactly what you're looking for. You can probably search by the genre of issue, for lack of a better term, to be able to go through with, I'm having unwanted feelings or whatever, hit that and then get a whole bunch of different ones. Yeah, getting down to the specific thing of what you've got, it's probably there, but where? So searching for those can be a bit of an issue with it. That's probably the biggest issue with it. Being able to find what suits you right then and there as you're feeling it, as you're in it, as you need to go through some of those processes. But the pluses greatly outweigh that. You've got a whole bunch of music that you can listen to, especially for free, on there. And you've got those guided, not so much meditations, but guided processes through, where you've got the speech. So if you're having a bit of a brain meltdown, you can hit that, and they're starting to talk to you, starting to guide you through. And that is automatic. Or you can skip through to get to where you feel you need to go, if it's taking too long. So all up, it's a valuable resource, once again, for mental health, for those who need it for all those issues. From what I've seen, they focus more on female health as well. Like there's a couple ones in there for menstruation or taboo subjects that you might not feel comfortable actually talking to someone about. So they can guide you through those as well, which I think is a very valuable resource, especially in a day and age where, while things are changing and we are becoming more about that, still people are embarrassed to talk about those sort of things. So having it there really helps. I don't know what more they could offer in that. Maybe they could have little videos or something else as well. But for free, the free service that you can have, it's great value. Being able to go through all those processes. I haven't actually seen a process that's been locked. Maybe there are some on there, but there's so many on there that, it's hard to go through them all anyway. Tallying it all up, I give Being an 8 out of 10. Robust, handy, easy to navigate, not as easy to find exactly what you're looking for, but I'm sure you will find something on there if you need it at that point in time. The music's great, all the audio's clear, it loads very fast, easy to follow with what it is. So the examples give you great prompts onto what to write for your affirmations or for your journal entries or what have you. I've found it a very calming app as well. The music in there is great, and you can have that on in the background, like turn your phone screen off and just let it play. But anyway guys, that's Bing. Have you used it? Would you use it? Do you find these type of apps really helpful? Leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.